The song that brought America home, How God Bless the USA, became more than just a hit. Summer 1984, the Oklahoma sun was beginning to settle behind a line of wheat fields, painting the sky in shades of orange and gold. 21-year-old David Mitchell sat on the tailgate of his father's pickup after another long day helping bring in the harvest. His hands were blistered, his jeans were stained with dust. College wasn't in the cards, and the future seemed as endless and uncertain as the plains stretching to the horizon. The truck radio crackled to life. The DJ introduced a new song from country singer Lee Greenwood. The steel guitar eased in, followed by a voice that wasn't shouting or preaching. It simply sounded grateful. If tomorrow all the things were gone, David stopped wiping the dirt from his boots. The song was God Bless the USA. It wasn't flashy. It wasn't trying to dominate the charts with clever hooks or dance beats. Instead, it spoke quietly about ordinary Americans, people who worked hard, loved their families, and believed that freedom wasn't something to be taken for granted. As the chorus arrived, "And I'm proud to be an American," David looked across the fields his grandfather had farmed after returning from World War II. He thought about the stories his dad told of working through droughts and lean years. He remembered the faded flag that hung in the family barn every 4th of July. For the first time, he realized patriotism wasn't just something reserved for parades or speeches. It lived in early mornings, in factory shifts, in truck drivers, teachers, nurses, farmers, firefighters, and neighbors helping neighbors after storms. The song ended, but something stayed with him. A year later, David enlisted in the National Guard, not because of one song, but because the song helped him recognize something he'd already carried inside himself, a desire to serve something larger than his own ambitions. Over the years, God Bless the USA returned again and again. It played at county fairs, military homecomings, high school football games, 4th of July fireworks. After moments of national triumph, and after moments of heartbreaking loss, each generation seemed to rediscover it under different circumstances, finding comfort in familiar words whenever the country needed reminding of its shared strength. Now it's 2026. David is 63, sitting on his porch outside Phoenix with 2 grandchildren chasing fireflies across the yard. As fireworks begin popping in the distance, the familiar opening notes drift from a nearby neighbor's radio. The children stop playing. David smiles. He doesn't launch into a speech, he simply listens, because after all these years, the song no longer belongs to radio stations or record charts. It belongs to memories, to family reunions, to folded flags, to military homecomings, to communities rebuilding after disasters, to quiet moments when people remember not just where they live, but who they stand beside. The greatest songs don't become timeless because they stay at number 1. They become timeless because they become part of people's lives. And when Lee Greenwood sang God Bless the USA, he didn't just record a patriotic anthem. He gave generations of Americans a song that could meet them in moments of celebration, sorrow, gratitude, and hope, and remind them that sometimes the strongest chorus isn't about perfection. It's about remembering what we share and standing together when it matters most.